Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. You can't make him love you. Now, this episode is sponsored by Fit Tribe Wellness. Check out the upcoming webinar that will be happening on Wednesday, November 20th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The webinar is entitled 5 Effective Tips That Lead to Holistic Living, and it will be given by Amadi Coleman of Fit Tribe Wellness. Now, some of you might remember the interview I did with Amadi. So check that out. It's in the archives. But are you confused on what healthy foods to eat before and after working out? Do you wish to lose a few pounds or generally tone up your body but can't? Want to know how to simplify your life while living a more holistic lifestyle? In this 1-hour webinar, Amadi will cover the basics on nutritional fitness, physical fitness, and holistic living. Come join us as we, because I'll be the co-host. Come join us as we go over these subjects. Well, she'll go over these subjects. Ron will just be sitting there looking good. Anyway, there's a link in the description box for you to register. Just go through that link. It's www.fittribewellness.com, and you'll see the webinar on the landing page. So, let me get into it. You can't make him love you. Now, ladies, this is something I've seen with a lot of women. A lot of times, y'all chasing that man. Y'all want him to love you, but he doesn't. You know, and you know what? He could have whatever going for him. I don't know. He could be handsome, could be could be a father figure type. You know, he's older than you, or, you know, a boy toy, whatever. You can't make that man love you. Now, I know a lot of ladies are looking for love. You got that longing for love. Trust me, ladies, I've seen that look in your eyes. It's that look. I don't care how tough you talk. I look at your eyes. I've seen that in so many women. You think you be reading what the women talk about on social media or hear what they talk. Now, it sounds tough when I close my eyes and just listen or even just read it. But then I look at those eyes. Y'all want that love. But one thing with women, ladies, y'all tend to want it from somebody who ain't gonna give it to you, and that goes into that longing thing. Let me explain the longing thing. The longing thing usually, and y'all ladies, y'all can agree with me or not agree with me. Most of y'all gonna agree with me. That longing thing is when it started, like usually from daddy. Even if your daddy was in your life, he might not have given you enough attention. Or he might have been generally attentive, but not to the extent you wanted. Let's put it like that. Or he might not have been around. And you develop a longing for that love, that thing. Not all of you, of course. Some of y'all had some healthy relationships with your fathers. But that's where it starts. Then you transfer that over to the first boys that you deal with. Because, you know, for people who've heard me talk about the imprint really starts with the parents. Really deeper than that, but I ain't going to go to that deeper level. But on a level people can understand, it starts with the opposite sex parent. So you develop that longing. And usually, if the father wasn't providing, you know, the attention that you wanted, you tend to still want to resolve that issue. So you you start to have an attraction for men or boys, as the case will be. And when I say boys, I mean biological, like teenagers. This is when it starts. About when you hit puberty, this is when it'll start. You have the attraction for those boys who most resemble your father. Not necessarily physically, but personality-wise. But since he has the same personality as the first person who was causing you to have that longing, they causing you the same thing. And I've seen that a lot. I see some, you know, despite what many guys think about, you know, they got to chase women all over. Those are usually non-select men. Usually, y'all, and I know it, y'all be chasing those little boys around. That little boy cute to you? Shit, I mean, I make it real easy. In fact, an elder might have to say, okay, little girl, baby girl, stop. You can't be chasing that boy like that. And so you chase him, you try and get him to like you and all of that stuff, but he doesn't. Because Because first of all, here's the problem with that. If you're chasing some guy, try to get him to like you. If he's a little bit astute, just a little bit astute, he's like, well, if I'm acting like I don't want to be bothered with her and she's still throwing it at me, why not keep this up? He's not going to change up. And usually with many women, it continues until their adulthood. Usually it takes until somebody conscious of what they're doing can watch what they're doing, can grab them and say, hold up, this is what you're doing. But a lot of times that's what it is. Y'all chasing. Yeah, I want that guy. And even in cases where you say, well, I ain't going to chase these guys. I'm going to make them come to me. And you'll get, that's the funny thing. As long as a woman really rates a 5 and above, she going to get guys chasing her. Because, these guys ain't listening to me talking about women choosing a man. They ain't listening to me. They think Rom just some old dude out here don't know what's going on, even though I probably spent more time in the streets in 1 year of my life than they will their entire lives and dealing with people. They ain't listening to me. So they're going to chase anyway. So, ladies, y'all know, I don't think I've ever met a woman. I don't care what she look like. She can look like Creepella and she has some guy chasing her, trying to holler. I mean, they can look crazy. That you know how I say it. Some fellas who be on this channel too say it. That woman be wearing a winter coat in the middle of summer type of crazy. And somebody chasing her. So y'all ladies, y'all know y'all always got the guys chasing you. You got some guys handing you the wallet. Shoot, they painting your house for you. Shoot. If you call them, you text them, say you got a flat on the road, by the time you put that text back, that smartphone back in your purse, that dude already there. Shoot, sometimes while you texting, he already there, because he's stalking you. And it's like, man, you got some guys doing I've seen guys like do flowers, they doing all that gentlemanly stuff, making me feel bad. I'm like, damn, I'd be like, dude, come on, cut, stop, man, you gonna make me look bad. But y'all don't want him. Y'all want that guy who you text him. You on the side of the road in a pouring rainstorm. You text him to help you. Shoot, he get back to you 3 hours later. Shoot, you done had about 4 or 5 tow trucks stop by just on their own. And some strangers stop by and help you out. But you chasing that guy who don't want you. And you know what? I'm not going to say just automatically take a guy who's chasing you. Look, let me just be clear on that. Or even just look at them. But I want to focus on that part. A lot of times women are chasing guys who are not reciprocating. And you got to think about that. If that guy ain't reciprocating, if that guy ain't showing some interest, because even a guy who's used to women chasing him, he's going to make some effort towards a woman that he wants. Some man, even if he's the laid back type, he's going to do something. He's going to be like, try to be friendly to you some, if he's really interested. But if you get a guy, he ain't feeling you, there's nothing you can do to make him. You can't win him over. You can't seduce him. If he ain't interested, he just ain't interested. And don't think he just wants your company. Don't think, your nanny ain't going to do it. Because usually women have a tendency to want some guy who got other women anyway. Sometimes y'all like that challenge. But whatever the case, you can't make him love you. He's either going to love you or he don't. If he's interested, trust me, he's going to make a move towards you. And a lot of women do waste a lot of time because they waiting for that dude to come around, and he ain't going to ever come around. And like I say, you don't have to deal with that guy just chasing, because it could be some bum dude chasing you or some dude you got some issue with. But just take in consideration the guy that you're chasing, he might not come around. And I've known women wait years for that guy to come around, and he doesn't. And then if he does come around, shit, he no good to you. He's one of those cats who, never upgraded himself from when he was a high school Romeo, and you still chasing him. He ain't gonna come to it. So just keep that in mind. Like, no matter what you do, you can't make him love you. He either gonna love you or he don't. And you gotta really think enough about yourself to say, okay, this dude ain't feeling me like this. Let me just move on. All right. Like I said, I'm gonna be tough love with you. I'm that brother, I'm that uncle who just gonna tell you the real shit. All right. So anyway, ladies, that's all I have for you today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and many blessings.